on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Yeah. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now.
There were two Scooby games that used the original theme and, recreated the original opening. The other being Night of 100 Frights, and, I gotta say, that opening was better, mostly because, well, it didn't spoil all that you would see in this game. Like, in this intro, you see all the locales, all the monsters, and, yeah, pretty much spoils you.
It'll sure be good to see my cousin Jed again.
I can't wait to meet him.
Like, what does Jed do, Fred?
He makes monsters.
Monsters?
Ooh, this is a new one. The gang goes to meet one of their relatives to see what they do cliché. This happens a lot more than you think. Pretty much everyone goes to see someone's uncle, someone's cousin, to go do a thing and find a monster. Welcome to Scooby-Doo Unmasked, where you can play as a talking Great Dane, descended from ancient aliens from the 10th dimension called the Anunnaki, and has the same moveset as Crash Bandicoot. Wouldn't surprise me if he was a naughty dog.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo?
What? What? So that key card was just floating in midair about 6 feet off the ground? Pull the other one. It plays Jingle Bells.
Great, you found a clue. It's some sort of key card.
Apparently a key card is needed to open this one electric gate to get to this one button to open this singular door.
Bingo. Now try to see if you can reach that switch, Scooby.
Try to see if you can... It's right there. Anyone can get it now. Why all of a sudden is it only me who can get it? You could go forward and press it.
Hey, Scooby. Velma and Daphne went to check out the workshop that way.
Huh?
You'll need to slide down that cable to follow them.
Remind me again why I have to slide down that cable? And why I can't just go the same way they did? Or, wait, are you saying they slid down the cable and that's how I follow them? Are you all doing what I'm doing? Running, jumping, sliding, all this parkour shit.
Boy, ice cream.
Who the hell left an ice cream cone just sitting around? The only people who I know do that are crazy killer clowns who drive ice cream trucks with missiles, bombs that turn into robots. And that's to fool people to come close and kill them. Or is this like one of those drumsticks where it's like an ice cream cone that comes in a wrapper? I hope that's the case.
Did you see that costume over there? It looks like the beast from Bottomless Lake. Impressive.
It's weird how this is the only time you guys comment on meeting a character we met in the past. We run into the crazed ghost clown, we run into Zen Tuo, we run into his zombie minions, heck, we even run into the caveman and the 10,000 volt ghost. And the pterodactyl ghost. But you don't say anything about that, you're treating it like it's the first time. And the caveman didn't even appear in a museum, he appeared in an aquarium.
It moved.
Come on, Scooby. It didn't move. It's just a costume.
This whole game apparently happens because Velma's dismissive. Because, spoiler warning, Jed is in this costume. And if we let him out now, then the whole game is shot. So we find out later that Mubber is a soy-based product. So chocolate, that's kind of okay. That gets a pass. But every time we go up to these other Mubber machines that require a certain amount and dispense something that is not made from soy, it gets 2 sins, okay? But for now, it's 1 sin, because why are these here? Why are these just strewn about all over the place in random locations? Ugh, it looks like 1,000 clowns got a little too excited going down this slide.
I call it Mubber, a remarkable soy-based formula that can take any shape. And it only breaks down under UV light.
This has to be some of the greatest substance I've ever heard of. It's biodegradable, and it can take any shape and mimic practically any substance. And it's being used to make movie monsters. Alright. And on that UV note, how come the animatronics just started convulsing and collapsing? Like, If all the UV light does is break down the Mubber, then surely the animatronics would still be on the rampage. It's not like the UV light affects them, or the Mubber keeps them functional. And now I think about it, you couldn't use these animatronics in the early morning anyway, because the sun generates UV light, and in the early morning it's at its strongest.
How can you be sure it's Jed?
He's missing. And so's my Mubber, UV lamps, some animatronics. That's all the proof I need.
Okay, here's my counter-argument. Some other company was jealous of you, started stealing your stuff, Jed found out, and then they kidnapped him. I mean, just because your Mubber was stolen and all that was gone and Jed disappeared doesn't necessarily mean he did it.
Hello, sir. I'm Fred Jones, and this is Daphne Blake from Mystery Inc.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Ho Fang, and I own this antique shop. Of course, there aren't too many customers since the Dragon Showdown.
Hey, weren't you the guy who was originally the original Zen Tuo? Owned an antiquity shop, stole and trafficked ancient artifacts to sell on the black market? And you have nothing to do with Zen Tuo's reappearance? Huh. How come this is the only villain out of costume we see in the game? We don't get Mr. Wickles, we don't get, like, I don't know, the Ghost Clowns guy out of costume? Like, why is Ho Fang the only one? It's so jarring.
Interesting. The fortune inside the cookie looks like some kind of binary code.
Which was left out in the open, for some reason. And why did you put a binary code that was apparently so important to control the animatronics in a giant cookie and leave it out on the street? Not so sure it's a good idea to pick up a back alley eggplant. Out of all the foods that could be in Chinatown, why cotton candy? It's even worse now that it's back alley cotton candy. Look, Scooby, just because Simon Belmont does it doesn't mean you should pick up floor ham either. It's probably fucking dirty. Oh, I'm sure the people who work here won't mind if we just steal their broom and never give it back.
How dare you disturb the peace of the great Zen Tuo? Leave while you still have the chance.
The peace? What the hell are you even doing here? In what way do these fortune cookies factor into your plan in any way? Who are you? What do you want? Why are you doing this? Why the cookies? Oh, why the cookies? What is a scale of the Mubber Dragon doing anywhere near this establishment, which has nothing to do with Zen Tuo? I don't know why it's here, or why he was here trying to scare us away from here.
Shaggy fell in the sewers?
Then he is lost. The sewers are Zen Tuo's domain.
Look, I'm not scared of the guy now, because you flat out just said that the ghost of Zen Tuo's domain is the domain of shit. That's what you find in a sewer. Shit. And since Zen Tuo's down there, he must be shit too. Why are these around? These coins that give you special suits like a Mega Morphin Power Rangers power-up? I don't know. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense Shrimp be in Chinatown, but who left Shrimp on the tip of this dragon statue? We interrupt this episode of Scooby-Doo Unmasked to bring you a Kung Fu movie. Golden Arms, Wu-Tang vs. Shaolin, Shaolin vs. Yao Zai, or more accurately, Street Fighter. Why am I down here picking up Scooby snacks? Why am I picking up any food-related things in the sewer? And I don't care how clean it looks. This is a sewer. It might not be a glob, slime-infested mess like in Ghostbusters or in the NES days, but it is still a place of piss and shit and terrible Quentin Tarantino movies. What 379 IQ dumbass decided to put all this beautiful Chinese architecture in a sewer? What 900 IQ genius decided to make the sewer this damn big? It's supposed to be like a pipeline, delivering undesirables to an undesirable location where they can then break down. Why is this sewer so goddamn big? This is the kind of place where you find unicorns playing Metallica's Sandman on instruments that were from far back in America's past. And they don't know that because their education was founded by a frog who didn't know the word I to tomato bisque. I just realized, aside from viewing the monsters in the monster gallery, what's the point of the trap pieces? Because we don't build the trap and then use it to fight the boss. We just get it to tidbits on upcoming enemies, and sometimes not even that. So what's the point of these trap pieces? And what idiot left a gas canister in a sewer? You wouldn't even need such a thing in a sewer unless it was maybe to power a floodlight. Yeah, never mind, that's fine. Just add sin for useless trap piece. Who threw away an entire fish? And why am I even considering eating it? I found it in a sewer! Really? You're gonna take that and eat that? A wedge of cheese that's been marinating and soaking in shit water. I mean, dogs have eaten worse. Apparently, some cosmic force is preventing Scooby from just ripping that flimsy fence down and pressing the button. And if that was actually a gate and Zen Tuo put it up, why does he pull it down after we defeat 13 animatronics? Apparently, walking into a mouse hole in the wall will make you fall into the fucking void. Ah, shit. I'm in the void again. Okay, this cabbage has definitely been in some piss water. You're not gonna eat that. Oh, fuck. You're gonna eat that, aren't you? Well, I pity Shaggy's bowels, because he's gonna be on the crapper trying to get all that crap out of his system. Are you sure that's a pickle you're picking up? Because I'm pretty sure you'll find something else long and lumpy in a sewer. It's like that one scene in Flushed Away when Rodney finds the chocolate bar. Wait, I thought this was like Chinatown, you know, a large chunk of a city that's essentially Chinatown. You know, it's a town for Chinese people and Chinese culture. And they have a temple. I have never heard of a Chinatown ever having a temple of any kind.
This is a counterweight used in emergency stairs. Maybe those stairs lead to Zen Tuo's hideout.
So it's clear all but 3 of these things are involved in Zen Tuo's plan to do whatever. So why were they in the sewers and the cookie factory and presumably in the temple? Like, why are they there? Okay, now you're pissing me off. Who the hell leaves a cooked lobster on top of a building? And before any of you say, yes, I am aware that lobsters come in 3 colors, depending on the balance of their proteins or whatever. Blue, blackish blue, or orange, or red if you're like that. But cooked lobster. That was a cooked lobster. It was bright red, not orange. You're wrong. End of story. I let it go in the sewers because that could have been explained, but apparently this temple likes having electrified water.
You've got to get me out of here, Scooby!
Jesus Christ, Daphne, I'm right here! I'm coming up! Just keep your shirt on! Apparently this clue, which is basically a receipt for UV lights, it just stayed suspended in midair until I lifted up this pillar, made it sprout out these little planks. Alright.
This is a packing slip for UV lamps. This could explain the strange light coming from the dragon's eyes.
What are you talking about, Velma? We haven't even seen the dragon yet.
Maybe Zen Tuo's hideout is there.
Or maybe a tourist who came and got himself killed in the electrified water dropped it. Not everything has to tie into the big bad.
I wonder why the Of course, the fortune inside the giant cookies. It's the computer code used to reprogram the robots.
Which for some reason had to be in this giant cookie out on the street for some reason. And not, programmed into a computer.
Where do you think that dragon came from?
Same place as all the other animatronics that have been trying to kill me? Monstrous Fright and Magic? It's made of Mubber, for God's sakes. The reason we're here.
Ho Fong said the dragon had strange eyes. I wonder what he meant.
Why leave a plot-important thing to an optional conversation?
Good answer. Zen Tuo must have put UV lamps inside the dragon's eyes to deal with any renegade animatronics.
He got them from Monstrous Fright and Magic, not Fazbear Entertainment. Why in hell would they be going renegade in the first place? Ah, come on, Scoob. You've taken down dragons before. A Chinese dragon that was coming after you after stealing that sacred candy ring. And you also used a dragon-infused sword to cut the Black Samurai sword. Oh, wait a minute. Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword didn't happen yet. Never mind.
It's Maggie Z. It was her disappearing act that gave her away. Quite a trick, until I realized she was conveniently near a sewer entrance. Using the dragon as a distraction, she could drop down into the sewer and be gone.
So, what? She was just using the dragon to get around unseen? She stopped the parade and everyone's time and festivities for nothing, didn't she?
You can't catch what you can't hold.
You can't catch what you can't hold. Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, helium, water, blood. You can hold all those in a container, in a canister. Fuck you.
That sounded like a man's voice.
No, that sounded like someone speaking through a voice changer or synthesizer. You don't know if it was a man or a woman. Could be both, could be neither.